Raji Reddy to this session. Dr. Raji Reddy, born in the humble village of Kunnaram in Peddapalli district, Telangana, has risen to remarkable heights through his dedicated intellect and passion for agriculture and research. A PhD holder in agrometeorology from Gujarat Agricultural University, Anand. His expertise spans agrometeorology, climate change, and crop modeling fields that are pivotal in addressing modern agriculture challenges. Dr. Reddy began his illustrious career as a scientist at the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh Agricultural University and has held numerous prestigious positions, including Director of the Agroclimate Research Center, Director of Research, and Director of Extension across premier institutions such as APAU, ANGRAU, and PJTSAU. His international contributions include serving as a World Bank consultant for the Afghanistan Agromet Services Project. On October 19, 2024, he assumed the esteemed role of Vice Chancellor at SKLTSHU, where he continues to lead with vision and dedication. Dr. Reddy's groundbreaking research contributions encompasses diverse areas like climate risk assessment, crop simulation modeling, drought monitoring, decision support systems, and the application of remote sensing and GIS for crop planning and yield forecasting. His pioneering efforts have enhanced eco-friendly cropping systems, improved resource efficiency, and provided invaluable insights for farmers and policymakers alike. An accomplished academician and researcher, Dr. Reddy has published an impressive 130 research papers, including 58 in reputed national and international journals. He has also guided 5 PhD and 4 MSc agriculture students while securing grants totaling USD 2 million for innovative agriculture research. His excellence has been recognized through numerous national and international awards, such as the Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fund Award, the Rajiv Gandhi Achievers Award for Education Excellence and Honours from the University of Southern Queensland, Australia, and Columbia University, USA, among others. As a Vice Chancellor, Dr. Reddy envisions a transformative future for SKLTSHU where academic rigor, groundbreaking research, and community focused extension activities converge. His mission is to cultivate skilled human resources and innovative agriculture technologies that will empower and uplift the farming community. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Raji Reddy, an inspiring leader, accomplished researcher, and visionary in agriculture development. We are honored to have you with us today, sir, and look forward to hearing your insights. Over to you. The session is yours, sir. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much for the organizers of this Nature 2024 Winter School. I think you have really, it's a wonderful what I have seen the contents in this winter school, having diversified subjects. And really, probably last 30 days of this winter school might have enriched the delegates who have come from different parts of the country, different institutions, prestigious institutions. So now I'll be just talking about the precision farming, that is optimizing farming for the future. This is the topic actually I would like to touch upon. And if you see the content of this particular presentation, under different heads like global population and food production and like that up to challenges in precision agriculture. So I will touch very important aspects. So this presentation probably help the delegates to have in detail at a later stage. So I don't want to take much time. So I will try to finish within 30 minutes as you are actually planning. So this actually introductory part, as all of you know, that increasing food demand by up to 70% compared to 2010 levels by 2050. So agriculture must become more productive. And as you have seen the effect of the green revolution, and now we have to look for sustainability and inclusive to meet global food demand, address challenges like climate change and inequality. These are the two important challenges which we are actually facing and going to face in a very serious manner. Over 570 million smallholder farmers. This is the main crux of the problem of entire world, particularly in India. The most of the farmlands are about small to marginal, crossing almost touching about 90% of the total uh, farming. And there's a need to increase production by 2050 to meet the needs of 9 billion people. And in this, about if you see the horticulture production, about 777.69 million tons. So as we are producing now about 355.25 million tons, that is as per the 22-23. And these are the challenges. ఇది కనబడతలేదా? Side తీసి పైన లేదా ఇట్లా ఏం లేదా? So challenges, as you know, that the agriculture is facing. One is the declining arable land. Second is the climate change impacts. And as you see that the urbanization pressure is increasing. And further, the resource constraints because of climate change and also other aspects that are being taken by the governments of nation and national and state governments. Like water scarcity is going to be a problem. Already we are facing because of the frequent droughts and more number of weather extremes and degraded soils, rising input costs. This is a very important crux of the problem. And if you see the post-harvest losses, how to control this post-harvest is around something around 30%. If you just address this issue, I think we'll be in a comfortable position. So this is also, again, a challenge for us. And if you see to cope with the climate change, I mean, for sustainable agriculture and maintenance of natural ecosystem, so farmers need to modify production and farm management practices. So same old practices cannot work. Now we have to look at the changing crops or planting climate resilient crop varieties. So you cannot just you cannot actually look at the crops which requires more water and which are not tolerant to the climate sensitivity. And in that, one of them is adjusting plant time. You see, if you look at the wheat production in India, so there's a rise in temperature by 1 degree centigrade. We are going to lose about 5 to 6 million tons of the wheat. So that is the importance and of the management practices. So next one is the adoption of natural farming and organic farming. So biogas and waste management practices, precision agriculture. These are some of the challenges in agriculture. And if you see the precision agriculture, I don't want to actually give the definition, but anyway, I would like to just say that there is an innovative farming practice that uses advanced technologies to optimize crop production, increase efficiency, and reduce waste. The objective of precision farming is to enhance the productivity while minimizing environmental impact. So that means, so what actually the plant needs, so that actually we have to address how much of the nutrient to be given, how much of the water is to be given, what kind of pesticide to be given, how much quantity. So as per the requirement, not as a blanket recommendation, just what we were doing in earlier days. Now we have the different tools and like remote sensing you can use the drones and micro irrigation and all that. So if you see the importance of precision agriculture in India, so it's actually agriculture contributes significantly to India's GDP. and it employs, though if you see the GDP contribution, it is less, but it employs a large portion of the workforce. And food security is a major agricultural producer and a crucial player in global food security. And challenge is to increase the production to meet the demand. This is one thing, and also to sustain the productivity. That is another issue that has to be looked at, and without affecting the environment. And if you see the climate change, this IPCC recommendation, we have to stick on to that. So precision agriculture is uniquely positioned to address this challenge by enhancing productivity, resource use efficiency, and sustainability. So what are the key components of precision agriculture? These are some of the tools which needs to be looked at. One is what we were doing earlier, GPS and GS, to help mapping and analyzing fields for optimal resource allocation. So first, whatever we want to do, first we have to take the stock of the situation. So what is the deficient, what is excess, and how this mapping will help to allocate the resource for proper utilization. And remote sensing, not like earlier satellites. Now we have drones, sensors. So it helps in monitoring crop health and soil conditions. So this is a very important one. Regularly, one has to monitor the crop growth to address the any nutritional abiotic stresses, and also to take the suitable action either by the policymakers or the technocrats, and also finally the farmers. So this is another variable rate technology. It is customizing input application based on, just I was saying. So this is a term called variable rate technology. So that means if field is mapped and analyzed, what actually deficiency at which part, and how to, for that we have to customize the input application. So when we map and monitoring and all that, you need to have the analytical tool like data analytics and machine learning for informed decision making. So these two will help. Whatever the data which you have, very large data, huge data you have, so that needs to be analyzed, and good decisions will be possible with this kind of analysis and machine learning. So automation and robotics, and it reduces the labor cost and increases precision in farming tasks. And as all of you know that nowadays we are facing the labor problem, and also the labor use efficiency in the field has come down. So to address that, the automation and use robotics is going to help a lot actually farming in near future. So GPS and in
अंकुर सर आवाज आ रही है आपको?
नहीं नहीं, आवाज नहीं आ रही। वीना मैडम, आवाज नहीं आ रही, आवाज चली गई। ये देखो, सर ज्वाइन है, सर ज्वाइन है।
सर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए, मैं देखता हूँ।
हाँ, सर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए। ओके ओके, 2 मिनट में ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं।
सर किस नाम से ज्वाइन किया होगा सर ने? अंकुर सर?
हाँ हाँ, सर के नाम से, डॉक्टर डंडा राजी रेड्डी। आप चेक करते रहिएगा, ठीक है?
आए नहीं सर, यस सर।
हाँ, आई नहीं है।
ज्वाइन कर लिया सर ने। पोस्ट करना। हेलो सर।
जी सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू, आप कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं सर। बीना मैडम आप।
आ गया।
ओके।
So I'll quickly complete it. So just GPS and GIS in agriculture, as just now I was saying, so it provides real-time field mapping and precision application of inputs, and GIS will help us to analyze the spatial data to identify areas need attention. So remote sensing, just as all of you know, that drones and satellites will help us to address the issue of biotic and abiotic stresses. And actually, if you see the technologies present in agriculture, sensors play a very important role to see the soil moisture and also soil health and crop health to provide real-time data. So data analytics and automation, these are the two things. And variable technology, I was saying that particularly different fields, each field has got at different places, different fertilizer levels and physical conditions. So we have to address that accordingly as per the requirement. We'll be applying the inputs. So micro irrigation and fertigation, these two will help a lot, and it saves about 40 to 50% of the water. And the fertilizer use efficiency will be increased once you go for the fertilization. Smart plant care system, automatic watering, fertilizing and pest control. So connected to apps for remote monitoring and alerts, and ensures optimal growth condition with minimal intervention. So data analytics and machine learning, how it works. Sensors actually and other devices collect data from the field. So this is the main issue is the machine learning. We have the huge data, and it is humanly impossible if you want to analyze the manually. So this actually this machine learning will help us to analyze the data and also address the problems, and also in terms of the prediction of pests and disease and also crop production. So AI and machine learning, just I was saying, predicts crop growth and optimize seed, and automation robotics. So, and you see the photographs, how this robotics and automation, and if you see the Internet of the Things, actually, this is a very important thing to address the issue of the problems in the soil, or maybe what are the content in the soil, and also plant health. So the sensors are connected to a device, and these sends the alerts. For example, if it is a irrigation, whenever it reaches a certain level, it sends the alerts. So accordingly, we can apply irrigation water. And also, so the benefits of adopting IoT and AI technology in agriculture. Just now I was going through what are the opportunities for precision agriculture in the context of climate change. So despite the challenges, precision agriculture is well positioned to address the impacts of climate change through adaptation and mitigation. So if you see the greenhouse gas emissions, the VRT, that is variable rate technology, will help us to minimize the greenhouse gas emissions by optimizing the fertilizer use and also reducing nitrous oxide emissions. Precision farming can lower fuel usage by improving efficiency. And also, I was saying climate resilient crops, like maybe low water requiring crops, and drought resistant and heat tolerant crops. And water use efficiency, just now I was saying this micro irrigation, smart irrigation systems, which is ensures the water is applied precisely where and when it is needed, reducing the waste. So real-time adaptation like sensors, drones, and satellite imagery will provide real-time data, enabling the farmers to respond quickly to extreme weather events, such as like a water stress. When water stress is noticed, you can go for irrigation. So this is another important aspect, that is the carbon sequestration. So this helps, this can support precision agriculture farming practices like cover cropping and no-tilling farming, which enhance soil carbon sequestration and also improve soil resilience against erosion. So what are the benefits of precision agriculture? It increases the efficiency of resources like water, fertilizer, and labor, higher yields and sustainability. It reduces waste and environmental impact, and reduces the cost, particularly inputs like fertilizers and pesticides. So because we are avoiding the blanket application of fertilizer and water. And what are the challenges in precision agriculture? High initial costs, that is a very important aspect. Probably in the future, if more number of people come forward, the cost also will go down. And the second one is the data management. Large amounts of data require analytics and interpretation. So you have the huge data in India, but only people do not know how to get that data and also analyze and interpret. This is another challenge because human resources is a big challenge further, and limited infrastructure and connectivity. Connectivity is a problem, and technical expertise and lack of awareness about this precision agriculture. Many farmers are unaware of the benefits, potential of precision farming and entering adoption. The future of precision agriculture. So emerging trends, integration of AI and big data, advanced robotics and drones, climate smart agriculture practices. So opportunities, increased adoption of precision farming globally, sustainable practices for the growing. And we have some examples in our own university. We are working with Samhita crop care clinics. So under this pilot project, we are focusing on citrus orchards to improve the crop productivity and thereby providing profitable income to the farmers. The unique features of this particular crop care clinics are digital tree health audit, so unmanned aerial vehicles, soil and sensing gadgets to monitor irrigation and drainage requirements, and AI and ML algorithms, image-based disease and pest detection, scouting and advisory. This is another important aspect. So if you want to give the plant protection advices, you need to predict the pest and disease attack and also nutrient deficiencies and if any other issues. So this is actually the provides advisory to farmers in citrus orchards. So crops are monitored continuously by device.
रोहित जी आपको
हेलो।
आवाज आ रही है?
नहीं सर।
ओके ठीक है, मैंने बोल दिया, ओएसडी मैडम को बोल दिया है।
ज्वाइन कर लिया सर ने।
को होस्ट बना दो।
डन सर।
ओके
Mobile is better. Okay. So micro irrigation technologies, what is by so drip at 80% of the pan evaporation treatment required highest rhizome, particularly in turmeric. So this is how some of the studies we have for your information. So planting site, methods of planting, raised bed technology. This is another important technology and specified the height and width of rope, ridge and furrow in most crops like fig, guava, pomegranate, custard apple, and perennial vegetables. And INM by incorporating biofertilizers and nutrient management through fertigation. So you know that people are really applying excessive use of fertilizers. So to avoid that and also to improve the efficiency of the fertilizer use, when biofertilizers can be injected through micro irrigation along with the inorganic fertilizers, particularly in guava, application of FIM plus azotobacter and can save about 50% of RDF and enhance yield by 1.96 to 4.6 tons per hectare, besides improvement in fruit weight and fruit quality in terms of TSS. So vegetables, INM studies in French bean, and you see the advantage of this particular technology. And standardize the fertilizer schedules of red cabbage and protected cultivation. Reported that 80% of the recommended dose recorded the highest head yield in red cabbage. Standardization of fertigation schedules of lettuce under protected cultivation. And these are some of the protected cultivation of horticultural crops. You see the minimum just change in the non-monetary inputs like change in dates of planting of vegetable crops in polyhouse conditions helps to grow the crop by altering the microenvironmental surrounding the crop so that the plant performs maximum to its genetic potential. It also increases the yield, improves the quality and stability of the production, and makes commodities available when there is no outdoor production. So adopting measures like change in the sowing date, September, for example, for capsicum, or people have identified September as their best under polyhouse conditions. And with respect to broccoli, to micronutrient applications, conducted vegetable resuscitation, recorded about 11.3 tons with application of boric acid plus copper sulfate, 2 sprays of 30 days and after sowing, followed by treatment spray of ammonium molybdate alone with which recorded this much. So adaptation measures like change in the soil date, few 4-year studies with respect to brinjal, you can see the result and there's a good response from change of sowing date. So mulching is another, as you know, that we have done a lot of work, and I standardized the chilies and reported that mulching with irrigation level 7,000 liters per day was found high yielding over control, and application of drip irrigation at 0.9 bar along with the black polythene mulch was found to be superior in recording highest yield, which was 25% higher compared to the flood irrigation in tomato. So in summary, precision agriculture is revolutionizing the farming industry and improving efficiency, productivity, and sustainability. So by leveraging technology like GPS, drones, sensors, and data analytics, farmers can optimize their practices for better results. The final thought, as technology continues to evolve, precision agriculture will play a key role in feeding the world's growing population sustainably. I think these are the key takeaways. Precision farming holds immense promise for enhancing agriculture in India, and you cannot be away from this particular technology. You have to use it because in view of the climate change, and also you have the lot of IT gadgets that are available where you can use those technologies and promote the actually sustainable yield and higher productivity. Its adoption requires overcoming certain challenges, just we were discussing earlier with respect to investment and technical expertise. So you have to have a HR with respect to these technologies. And as technology continues to advance, precision agriculture will play a crucial role in shaping the future of Indian agriculture. I think future agriculture is we cannot do away with the precision agriculture in the future Indian agriculture. So leading to a more sustainable and prosperous agriculture sector. So let us progress together. So thank you very much for your really for giving me an opportunity to give the keynote address, keynote address for a very important winter school. I think if I see the components, probably it was and the participants might have fully overcharged with the kind of the lectures which you have imparted to the delegates, and wish you all the best to the delegates. Please don't forget, at least you go and use one or the two technologies immediately after going there, and so that at least this training will be fruitful. All participants, if you take at least one or two technologies, so that will be a good contribution from this winter school. So thank you very much. I have not taken much time, just half an hour, that's all.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for this insightful session. It was truly self-explanatory and packed with valuable information. Even I have learned so much that will help me both personally and professionally. Thank you so much, sir, from entire AgriMeet Foundation team for
Thank you.
sharing your knowledge and guiding us so effectively. Your efforts and expertise are deeply appreciated. Once again, thank you.
बहुत
you.
बहुत धन्यवाद सर कि मेरे आग्रह पे, मेरे निवेदन पे आपने अपने बेशकीमती समय से समय निकाला, मीटिंग से, शेड्यूल से, और आपने मेरे इनविटेशन को एक्सेप्ट किया। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। भविष्य में भी इस तरीके की एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज में आपका आशीर्वाद, आपकी ब्लेसिंग्स चाहिए होंगे।
हाँ, डेफिनेटली हमारा आशीर्वाद तो रहेगा।
जी जी जी, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू।
जी जी जी, सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू अंकुर जी।
जी, थैंक यू सो मच मैडम फॉर योर काइंड हेल्प एंड सपोर्ट।
ఓకే, బాగా వచ్చింది సార్. కానీ అదే నెట్ ఇప్పటి నుంచి జాగ్రత్త ఉండాలి సార్.
This is the best technology.
रोहित, आप एक काम करो, इस सेशन को, मेरी आवाज आ रही है रोहित?
यस सर, यस सर।
अब इस सेशन को एंड कर दो, ठीक
Yes,
है?
sir.
फिर दोबारा से आप इसको रिकॉर्डिंग मोड पे लेके आइएगा। मैं जो सिमिट वाले सर हैं ना, उनको मैं कॉल कर रहा हूँ अभी, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
ओके।